Danny Flexon here at the Copper Box Arena for Seconds Out with Rosie Eccles. Rosie, obviously we haven't seen you since you were selected for the GB squad for the qualifier, which begins next week. How delighted were you to be selected? Because it was a tough battle there for a little while.
Yeah, obviously I was over the moon getting my selection. You know, I think I knew off my performances that I performed very well last year and things were looking good, but until it's set in stone and you hear, the writings on the wall, you don't really let yourself get that far. So obviously when I had the call off Rob, it was, it's a big day for me because it's the next step. Now it's going to get that Olympic dream, which is great.
And last year you obviously got a win over your biggest rival for the spot, Sandy Ryan, at a major international tournament. Was that crucial, do you think, in the selection process?
I think it was a very important time to get a win, but boxing in the amateurs is about beating lots of styles, and it was also proving that going out the world and beating lots of different styles as well is what makes it's not always just about beating that one person. But obviously that went a long way as well in proving, okay, look, I'm here, I've now beat my rival and other people on top of that. So yeah, I think it did have some weight, but I think it's on a lot of things as well, which Rob makes clear to us.
And for people that don't know, how does Europe as a kind of boxing superpower measure up against the rest of the world? Because it's the European qualifier next week.
Oh, massive. Everyone knows this is one of the most challenging qualifiers, and obviously it's the first one, so unlike the world qualifier, everyone's in this, everyone's here to qualify, but everyone on this team definitely has the ability to go out and do it, and I'd hope, hopefully it's me on the 20th getting my qualification spot as well.
Do you ever think about who your main rivals could be, or is it all kind of in the back of your mind until the draw takes place?
You're kind of aware who's around. Like last week we had a multi-nation sparring camp. I sparred the world champion, the old world performance medalist, the old European champion, so I had great sparring, so I know where I'm at. And I had a very good week last week, so but you've got to produce it on the day, and that's what it's all about. And actually, until the draw's done, you just focus on you, and that's the nice thing about it, really.
Tell us a little bit about that sparring, because I would think that with the qualifier so soon you could be meeting these people in real competition. Yeah. Is there a temptation to hold back a little bit, not show everything you've got?
Of course, I think naturally in sparring anyway, my sort of style, I'm got heavy gloves on, so your punch power is taken out a bit, and it's different. You're training, 3 times a day whilst having gym bouts and spars, so really it's like feeling each other out, and it's just getting the variety in, and really it's not a fight. Sparring ain't fighting, as everyone said. You can be the best person sparring in the world, but if you can't produce it on the day, so of course it gives them an inkling to you, but you also get that back. So yeah, no one shows everything, but you still want to get the best out of it.
And for your weight division, where do you need to finish in the qualifier to get through to Tokyo?
So for me, 3 wins, and so I win my quarter-final, so make the semi-finals, that's top 4. But there's a 5th spot, so hopefully not. But if I was to lose my quarter-final, I'd then have to win 2 box-offs after that. So just win the first 3 and then go on and win the semis and the finals. But yeah, winning the first 3 fights, the quarter-final, gets me qualified.
How significant, if at all, is having home advantage? I mean, you're not from London specifically, but it is England, it is your home nation.
Well, I haven't boxed on home soil since 2016 when I won the British in the British final. So yeah, it's mad. So I've actually got a lot of people buying tickets, coming to support, which is great. I think it's special to really have your home supporters and a home crowd and that sort of feel about it. And for once, we're not travelling to some gobsicking place across the world. So that's been a benefit as well, I think.
Stratford's certainly improved in the last few years, I can say that much. Who have you been kind of inspired by, if at all, in the squad itself? So when you've been in camp for a long time, who you've sparred as well, who's there kind of geeing you up and pushing you on?
If I'm being honest, it's each other. There's that buzz going around, once you've all, even gone up to the selection, sadly 2 girls in my house actually weren't selected, they were reserve. But to be honest, they inspired me because despite them not getting a nod, they pushed me on, and they kept that attitude, keeping themselves ready. And then it's obviously, likes of Laura and Karis as the girls, and all the lads as well. To be honest, there's that big buzz about getting ready, being in the best shape possible. There's not really one character.
And how will you prepare? So what will your week look like between now and when the qualifiers actually begin? When's your first day?
My first bout could be Saturday. It's likely Saturday. Yeah. So now I've got a little rest day today and hopefully get the draw tomorrow, have a little tap on the pads, start feeling good. And so I'm really ready to go now, to be honest.
You must be incredibly excited.
Yeah, I'm buzzing, to be honest. Like it's the closest I've ever been to achieving it, and it's so achievable. I often say, people, when you think about going to Olympics, you think, oh, that's too good for you because that's your dream to go and become Olympic champion. But when I think about boxing and the people and what I've got to do, I know I can do it. I just got to get it right on the days and turn up, and then hopefully we'll be there.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the very best of luck, and we look forward to watching you in action.
Thank you. It's great to talk to you. Thank you.